Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. They go play fake. Mahomes. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And wriggled down quickly just past the 40 at the 41. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Now it's Mahomes again. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up fourth. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just about set for football. The veteran Matt Gay has it teed up, and we are underway now at Lucas Oil Stadium. First carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Stroud now on second down. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juju Brents. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
Play action. Now Richardson steps away. Richardson hit and he fumbles it. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves and people starting, the emotions of the game. Sometimes it takes a little while for that to play out and for them to settle in. Let's hope that that's taken care of now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
Well, that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football. Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut them down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. But no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing now is Stroud. That is caught by Dell. Touchdown, Houston. Take Dell. 39 yards. And the Texans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Richardson. Flush to his right. Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were, and so possession will remain with Indy. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Now Richardson back to throw it. That's another one, complete to Mitchell. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Again, it's Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. They go play action with Richardson. Sliding out of the pocket. And Richardson slides down after evading the defense, and he moves the chains. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Touchdown, Colts. And Mitchell, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Colts are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Stroud on third down now. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth. Stroud and company going for it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
Here we go. Viking 18.
Stroud looking to change the play. Mixon with a first down carry. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to Mixon on first down. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. Again, it's Mixon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go now. 60 Vikings. 60 Vikings.
Now it's Mixon running right. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Now it's 2nd and 10. Stroud looking to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Stephon Diggs from 17 yards out. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
What we got? 1918. Kill. Hey, watch this.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Now it's Richardson. Eluding the pressure right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Here's 2nd and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Here Richardson yet again. Flushed out right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
On 1st down, Richardson steps away to his left. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
2nd down and 6 now. Here's Richardson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Open man is Downs. He's got it. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor as the first half is winding down. And the Colts have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Open man down the field. This is Mitchell. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
A final shot before the half. Richardson flush to his right. And it'll be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Off play action. Richardson rolling to his right. Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Richardson. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second and 6.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And they'll run. This is Trey Sermon. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A quick throw out right here. He's got it complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. Richardson to the air on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Mitchell. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second and 5. Richardson off the play fake. Pass complete downfield. It's Pierce. Touchdown! Alec Pierce, 30 yards. And the Colts have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Gay is on for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Dell. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 53 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Mixon will try the right side. Gets past one man. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Here's Stroud. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The ball on the 16 for second and 10. Stroud to throw it. This one left side caught by Collins. Touchdown, Texans! Nico Collins, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Second down, 8 yards to go.
Check 43. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Switch it here, switch it.
Ready, go.
Again, it's Taylor. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for two. Following the a touchdown. Here's Gay to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Hey, check that. Street.
And Stroud now to throw. Got his man, Dell. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Here's 1st down. Stroud to throw it. He'll complete this one to Collins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Stroud. Flushed out right. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Now 2nd and 4. Now Stroud. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Collins. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 21. Here's Stroud. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 6 coming up. To throw with Stroud. Escaping the pressure right. To the right side and caught by Dell. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Stroud looks to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Zaire Franklin. And the Colts have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having...
Bring them out, bring them out, bring them out, bring them out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring them out, bring them out. Hey. Bring them out, bring them out. Yeah. Bring them out, bring them out. Hey. Bring them out, bring them out. VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Both feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now. Don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, get 4
I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall and shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all my hot girls yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all the dope boys yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
front the back gate yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Yeah, with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by, I'm moving the bricks. You talk about, now we're doing it, prick. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I copy chromed out, hard talk, career with a shine. I got some time, they ain't I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all my hot girls yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all the dope boys yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
front the back gate yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2. You wanna beef with the king, what is you gon' do? When you show up on the scene, what is two? Drew on you and your friend and play a little 2-on-2. If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I gotta get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show 'em this ain't the squad for a sucker to test. Pimp, but too large and we way too fresh. Work well with and quick to check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. Cause we be standing in your front yard yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all my hot girls yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all the dope boys yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
front the back gate yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
front yard yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all my hot girls yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all the dope boys yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
front the back gate yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. 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 Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
You just heard the sound of the king of the south. T.I. I go by the name of Swiss Beats the Monster. I need y'all to rewind this and play this from the top.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
We
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Hey, it's Paul. I was listening to the album. Good luck. You're on your own.
Guess who's back? Back again. She's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's back?
Well, look what the stork brung. Little baby devil with the forked tongue. And it's sticking out, yeah, like a sore thumb. With a forehead that it grew horns from. Still a white shirt, pulling up in a Chrysler to the cipher with the in a light shirt. Lyrical technician, an electrician, y'all light work. And I don't gotta play pretend, it's you I make believe. And you know I'm here to stay, cause me, if I was to ever take a leave, it would be aspirin to break a feed. If I was to ask for Megan D Stallion, if she would collab with me, would I really have a shot at a feat? I don't know, but I'm glad to be back like
Abracadabra.
And for my last trick,
I'm about to reach in my bag, bruh.
like
Abracadabra.
and for my last trick,
Just like that, and I'm back, bruh.
now back in the days of oat me, right around the time I became ate some as a way of coping. Take the case of turned me into smelly face emoji. May not be age appropriate, but I will be an 8-year-old indeed with a participation trophy.
I have zero doubts that this whole world's about to turn into some Girl Scouts. That censorship bureau's out.
So when I started this verse, it did start off lighthearted at first, but it feels like I'm targeted. Mind-boggling how my profit is skyrocketed. Look what I pocketed. Yeah, it's just like y'all have been like jogging in. I've been running at full speed, and that's why I'm ahead like my noggin. I'm the fight y'all get in when you debate who the best, but I'm some white. I step up to that mic, cock it then. Oh my God, attention, not again.
Abracadabra.
like Sherry Papini, Harry Houdini. I vanish into the thin air as I'm leaving like
Abracadabra.
And for my last trick,
I'm about to reach in my back, bruh.
like
Abracadabra.
and for my last trick,
Just like that, and I'm back, bruh.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more?
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels got changed to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more?
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up. Didn't wanna know then, now I bet they loving us no more. No, R&R's, the bar is raised. If you know me, now I can bar for days. Nothing left to prove, cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more?
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? See some? See some? I never mind if people change. I wanna try and heal my pain. How do you buy what can't be sold? How can you lie to me in my face? 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 That's how I'm still gonna keep the torch. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? She ate away. She ate away. Yeah. She ate away.
Running through his mind all day, I'm tired. I'm the boss now, do higher. Hang the phone up, I'm so wired. Couldn't sleep, my floor's too high up. I got keys, that girl's on fire. Who's the boss? I got 5 on me, like what's the cost? I'm at 5 hotel in a suite, I'm lost in white. Get down sheets, I got stripes on my cheeks, Hermes fur on my feet. I'm a lead. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. We burning up. Every time we hear me, we turning up. Every time you see me, I look like bugs. Pound my friends in a big black truck. I'm Vanessa, I like salsa, I'm a dancer, You pay fees for my big show in Ibiza, for my leisure. Bliss. I don't do arguments in my relationships, I'm lit. You don't want me standing on this, then say something, I'm rich. It don't make no sense how I make this, I'm lit. I don't do two-face unless the face card on my wrist. She get away. She get away. She get away. She get away. Take my keys, I'm not going home. Please stop blowing up my celly phone. Take my keys, I'm not going home. Please stop blowing up my celly phone. She ate away. She ate away. She ate away. She ate away. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back.
Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Your spot like, ayy, 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 ayy. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like, ayy. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like, ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Grandma was in A, auntie was in it, ayy. Mama had AAA, I wasn't scared to crash anyone anyway. I ride a shotty while bro had to get away. I gotta penetrate, I gotta generate. I got like 20 some years to my hood, now I gotta go live away. I'm out of town, but I'm not on the getaway. I spin a giveaway. You mean I'm the generous king for real? I the sleep, then I light up the street, got screaming like Billie Jean for real. I'm from the M, I got M's in the bank and M's in all my streams for real. Feeling like Phil, they be living like Carlton if I leave him in the wheel. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Your spot like, ayy, 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 ayy. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like, ayy. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like, ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Baby, I'm loving it. I think I'm ready for kids. She said when to stop trying to in her face. That makes sense. I'm going up past LA Brent. I'm going off no fail, say switch. Yeah, me and my team go back like plastic cup boys on some tailgate. Okay, look, all eyes on me. I feel like I'm Truman. No, we finna win it, cause I'm about to lose it. I don't give a computers disputing. I go off a field, no heads, just shooting. I die for my team, I'm the coach, I'm recruiting. I'm spending my time and I'm saving the day. I feel like a mutant, I'm built like a student. I'm feeling bilingual, cause I'm in Nigeria, rocking the Cubans. My life is a highlight reel that I keep on looping. You can't just tell me, you gotta prove it. Stealing, they first name is Lupin. I'm hitting harder than Ayuk, and they sending shots for some high, just juke it. Hitting my desk, I'm B.I.G., you know I can't forget that I do it. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Your spot like, ayy, 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 ayy. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like, ayy. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like, ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Being on some chill, we go 0 to 100 real quick. They be on that rap to pay the bills, and I don't feel it, not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. How you sold, but still sold down to earth. Wanna do it, we can do it on the turf. Oh Lord, I'm the rookie and the vet. Shout out to the I holding down the set. All up in my phone looking at pictures from the other night. She gon' be upset if she keeps scrolling to the left, dog. She gon' see some that she don't wanna see. She ain't ready for it. If I ain't the greatest, then I'm headed for it. Yeah, that mean I'm way up. Yeah, the 6 ain't friendly, but that's where I lay up. Lay up. I been Steph Curry with the shot. Been cooking with the sauce. Chef Curry with the boy. 360 with the wrist, boy. Hey, who the is, boy? OVO, man, we really with boy. Yeah, really with the. I should probably sign a hit, boy, cause I got all the hits, boy. All that Drake, you gotta chill. I be on my little mouse drill. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rap to pay my bills. All up on TV, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something quicker. So now I'm all in Nico basement, working on the phones. Either that or drive the money mark to make the pickups. Man, it's 2008, I'm trying to paint the picture. Comeback season in the works and now I'm thinking bigger. I got in the studio every night, late night. Gotta watch it, don't wanna make them sicker. That's my oh Lord, got a whole lot to show for it. I mean, we could really get it, we could go for it. I'm just here for the bucks and the billies. Don't make me one of the ghosts for it. I run it, they like go for us. Run for us, run for us, go for us. Yeah, I mean you already wrote for us. Damn, what's one more quote for us? Oh Lord, who else sounded like this? They ain't made me what I am, they just found me like this. I was ready, I've been ready since my dad used to tell me he would come into the house to get me. He ain't show valuable lesson, man, I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that real. 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Real quick. 0 to 100 real quick. squad on that rip. Yeah. The other night, lavishly told me that I'm all these people listen to. She said they love me unconditional. Imagine how I feel to watch another at the top. You know that if you wasn't you, you would be dissing you, dog. Damn. Okay, from that perspective, I see what you talking about. No way to soften that. Cause me, I was trying to find out where I lost him at, but maybe I ain't lose him at all. Maybe I keep moving forward and they're just stagnant, they ain't moving at all. But when they need their favor, who do they call? Maybe I'm searching for the problems, asking what was said and who was involved. Too focused on people's feedback and proving them wrong. They say the shoe can always fit no matter who for this song. These days feel like I'm squeezing in them. Whoever won before just wasn't thinking big enough, I'm about to leave them with them. Cause if I run the game in these, man, it seems to split it. No pun intended, but they smelling defeat in the air. Headed where nobody took it, who meeted me there? They tell him that he talking crazy, but he doesn't care. Being humble don't work as well as being aware. Listen up, boy, you better off eavesdropping. We already got spring 2015 popping. P&D dropping, reps up P dropping, Magic Jordan dropping, Obi dropping, not to mention me dropping. Feel like we paid the refs off, man, we fixed the game. Me and Noel been at it before Twitter names. Yeah, been on the move like the lease is up. And I can't even name one person that's keeping up. Damn, how it was in the past tense. Ask yourself, how do we match up now? Cause I'm only 27 and I'm only getting better. If I haven't passed you yet, watch me catch up now, for real.
Yeah, thinking that it happened overnight, it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, they timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, cause I'm timid. Look, wait. I got people trying to wish and pray that I'ma fall about it, all about it till we spoke in person. Don't wanna talk about it now, huh? Oh, you sound tough, toying with them, don't get wound up. How you wound up? Another number in the round up. Put the town up, I built this thing up from the ground up. And if I bounce up, I get my crown stuck. Green light go, got the east side flow. I'm a giant in the space like FIFA 4. All the kids sing along like EIO. Every time when they see my show, thinking that it happened overnight, yeah, didn't. In it for the long haul flight, committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, they timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, cause I'm timid. Look,
esto es talento y favor and you got no skill. I got drive, baby, ustedes son roadkill. Yeah, ya te dije, no están en mi carta perder. De pequeño estoy ungido, baby, y ese es mi flex. No me dieron nada por los míos, José. 360 is your deal, man, I couldn't be me. Pa' mi frequency, te frequently. Matando esto con sabor y efficiency. No gasto tiempo, waste no time, not my money. Boss, baby, CEO del LLC. Lo tengo en un pánico. Dale rápido, quiero crecer y dar más fruto, algo botánico. Lo hice bien orgánico. Tomé el maquinón. Voy subiendo como espuma y tú bajando bien titánico. Out my way, I ain't built this in a day. But you know I'm here now to stay. I'm hungry, boy, I'm not here to play.
thinking that it happened overnight, it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, they timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, cause they timid. Look, wait.
I think he knows when I play with him like that, when I say it to him like that, I'm up with him like that. I think he knows when I play with him like that, when I say it to him like that, that he's coming right back. She's a provocateur, dance floor connoisseur. Weeks on Friday for sure. Tell the girls we're taking a detour. Give him milk, yeah. Get these boys out, yeah. She does it well, oh yeah. I do it myself, oh yeah. Candy necklace on my hips, butterflies on my wrist. Put your hands on me like this. Need to go head to toe. PT, she's glossy. Give her one kiss just softly. She's a man, get him me. I think he knows when I play with him like that, when I say it to him like that, I'm up with him like that. I think he knows when I play with him like that, when I say it to him like that, that he's coming right back.
Like ice cream on Shanty, playing in AMG. Let it rain on me.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Here's the former Utah Ute Matt Gay to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. They'll start out on the ground with Jones.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. Yeah, Darnold's going to change the play.
2nd and 6. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold.
Pass complete to Addison.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Well, you want to make sure that on an opening drive that you at least stay out there for a while and get into the flow of the game. A 3-and-out would have been problematic, but that's a good throw there to ensure they get another set of downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
McCarthy off the play fake.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
On play action, now McCarthy.
Flush to his right. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They set a load a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45.
Richardson to throw off play action.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. It's caught. Mitchell. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And this is caught. Touchdown, Colts.
Adonai Mitchell.
59 yards.
And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
That throw right on the money from the quarterback from Michigan. It's a 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
On play action, McCarthy. This one brought in by Jefferson.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
Now a 2nd and 6. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it to Jefferson on the slant.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 22-yard line.
Now McCarthy.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's McCarthy.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
To the air with McCarthy.
And his pass incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
3rd and goal, McCarthy.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Jalen Naylor.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up.
A try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. They run once more with Taylor.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. Dancing to his left. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact, but that time they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape, because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
Now Richardson. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another, because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
3rd and long for Richardson. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Vikings are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Zaire Franklin. And the Colts are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a second down and 6.
19 Tiger.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll get this out past the 45 and the 47. That'll leave it with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
On 3rd down, it's Richardson. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Richardson to throw again after the pick six. That complete to Downs. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
On first down, Richardson. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Adonai Mitchell with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts have retaken a third quarter lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Jefferson going to go in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. On second down, it's Jones. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Throwing is McCarthy. Escaping the pressure right. There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown Vikings. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Vikings have answered back with a third quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Buying time to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Richardson off the play fake. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, 57 yards. And the Colts have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A two-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. McCarthy now on first down. Forced out to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Looking to throw. McCarthy. The left side completion to Jones. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He'll buy some time right. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Jones will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with the touchdown run to take the lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the 4th. And now they're going to try an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Off play action. Richardson. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Adonai Mitchell, 47 yards. And the Colts answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. On 2nd down, it's McCarthy. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to throw. McCarthy, flush to his right. This complete to Jones. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. To the air again, McCarthy. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st down in field goal range already. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. That's complete right around the 8.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. J.J. McCarthy taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings put together a fourth quarter drive to take the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. This is 1st and 10. Richardson.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Over the middle, complete. It's Mitchell.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. That's another one complete to Mitchell.
And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. Pass complete to Allie Cox. And they will get the conversion on 4th down to stay alive, but time not an ally.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
One last shot for Richardson.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.
I need it. Cat. Okay, it's me and my kinfolk. Cat, that is my MO. 925, my area code. Don't give a what you been. Shared AG, put a friend. They want a lot, not a little. I get something. Give me something. What you gonna do for that end zone? I'm in the end zone, rocking that Kenzo. My Kindle. Beneath though, going triple pack. I need a pack and a half. I broke up my mans, a stack and a half. I told my mama I'm bringing that bag. I got it. I'm backing, I'm on. I get till I can't. Sorry, mama, yeah, I know that. It was me and bro, buck on the plate. Best believe we had 50 cent cake. I let the Audemars hang from my belt, so she know we ain't got no time to waste. And I let Audemars crunch the numbers. I gotta make sure that my money straight. She wanna make sure that my money real. Kissing another. Back in the day, I ain't had no whip. I just pulled up in a tank. I'ma pull up, just stun. Cat, all in your brain. I'm going Batman, I'm going bang. Come with the bang. What you gon' do? 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 I'm finna. What you gon' do?
I'm on a Sony lot, eating a lot of chips, stacking a lot of guaps. If I get it to pop, my mom get a coupe, my mom get a lot of rocks. I ain't got to mouth.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And we are underway from Miami. Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Throwing to start here is Tua. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Achane on the counter. There he goes, left side. Inside the 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane, 61 yards. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
The two are going to try and throw for it. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Richardson to the air on first down. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And it's second down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Downs going in motion left. Richardson on third and short. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mitchell. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll leave him with third and a full yard to go. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
3rd and 1, Richardson to throw. That is caught. Down inside the 10. Touchdown. Adonai Mitchell. 40 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Tua now on first down. Short throw to Smith. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. Stays, and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 50 yards. And the Dolphins have regained the lead.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
They'll try and throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Open man down the field. This is Mitchell. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On the handoff, Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. And Richardson back to throw it.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly, but that time it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
From the shotgun, Richardson working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Richardson working from the gun.
Complete. This is Mitchell. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this first half of action. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Colts are an extra point away from drawing level.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Tua sets up to pass it. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa being chased out left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to fourth down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here. First and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Now a give to Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Second and 7. Now it's Richardson. That's going to be taken in by Downs. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up for the 1st and 10.
Downs going in motion right. Here's Richardson to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Colts. Jonathan Taylor as the first half is winding down. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 55 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
And this complete to Mitchell. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
They'll run for it. Sermon. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. They run once more with Taylor. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Richardson on the bootleg here. Looking for the crossing route, and he's got Mitchell. Touchdown! Adonai Mitchell, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Gay is on for the point after. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Back now in Miami. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. Gets this one to Hill. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. You got the big lead defensively.
willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now 2nd and 3. Looking to pass. Tua. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tua to throw again. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look.
Listening to the album. Good luck. You're on your own.